Federalist put together a list of 25 Kamala Harris lies that went completely unchallenged by the moderators, because the moderators aren't interested in fairness whatsoever. But their list, just to reinforce this, it starts with middle-class kid. She was not a middle-class kid. It's been noted by everybody. Her father was a professor at Stanford. Her mom was a biomedical scientist at UC Berkeley. Yeah, they probably weren't making minimum wage, would be my guess. Which at that time would have probably been, I don't know, $3 an hour. They didn't have to worry about that, though, because they were slightly above that. Lie number 2, Trump's tax cuts. She falsely said that the 2017 tax cuts disproportionately benefited America's billionaires and corporations. It's just, and it's been disproven time after time. Everybody got the tax cut. The IRS has shown that, on average, all income brackets benefited substantially from tax reform, with the biggest beneficiaries being middle and income tax filers. Middle and just working people, working class people, not the top 1%. But they continue that lie. The Trump sales tax, he's pledged not to do that. January 6th, of course, Harris contended that the riot was the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And they continually claim, they're still claiming, 5 police officers died as a result, when the real answer is 0. And 0 fact-checking, of course, from ABC.
Wow. And she said that on the eve of 9/11.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's despicable. These are evil people. We've gone over the Project 25 thing. That's lie number 5 in the Federalist. She claimed he will implement Project 2025. He repeatedly has said he hasn't even read it. He hasn't even read Project 2025. Okay. So, again, the moderators, silent as the grave. 6, restoring Roe v. Wade. When asked whether she supports any restrictions on abortion, she dodged that question and claimed that she absolutely supports reinstating the protections of Roe v. Wade. Moments before that, though, she pledged to sign legislation like the Women's Health Protection Act, which would codify abortion through all 9 months of pregnancy. And then she stands there and shakes her head as Trump says that's what she's in favor of. Pro-life laws criminalize miscarriages, ectopic pregnancies. She claimed that several states have Trump abortion bans that make it criminal for a doctor or nurse to provide health care, threaten women with prison time, and make no exception even for rape or incest. These laws are designed to protect babies, of course, and not to criminalize treatments for spontaneous loss or complications in any way. Nobody's prosecuting pregnant women for having an abortion. That's just not happening. On Trump's abortion stance, lie number 8. She lied about that. She said he will sign a national ban on abortion. He has said over and over he's not going to do that. 9-month abortions, 9th-month abortions don't exist? Really? She said nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and asking for an abortion. This is not happening. It's insulting to the women of America. Well, the CDC shows that thousands of abortions are performed after 21 weeks gestation. The CDC's findings don't include reporting from at least 4 abortion-friendly states, California, Maryland, New Hampshire, and New Jersey, which suggests the number of late-term abortions in the U.S. is likely much, much higher than even that. She claimed, lie number 10, the border bill proposed would have stemmed illegal immigration and fentanyl coming across the border. The statement is absolutely false. The bipartisan measure would have enshrined the existing invasion into federal law, and it sets that path to citizenship that they refuse to call amnesty, but that's exactly what it is. The SCOTUS immunity ruling is lie number 11. She mischaracterized the Supreme Court's ruling on presidential immunity, claiming the decision would mean that Trump would essentially be immune from any misconduct if he were to enter the White House again. Again, not true. That's not what it does. The fracking ban she lied about, she claimed herself in 2020 and made it incredibly clear, I will ban fracking. Now she says she will not ban fracking. She said in 2020, there is no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, which is it? When it's been admitted by everybody around her that she's doing all of these things and taking these opposite positions just to get elected. So once she's elected, will she go back to what she really believes? Of course. Of course she will. The Minnesota rioters' bail fund. She denied being a part of that. But she actually did raise money to get these rioters out on bail. She lied about Trump's role in January 6th. She claimed he incited the riot, which is false. Trump specifically told protesters to peacefully and patriotically make their voices heard. The January 6th deaths, we kind of covered that, but it's stunning how they have perpetrated this obvious, provable lie for going on 4 years now. And amazingly, the death toll from January 6th continues to grow. It started out as 1 or 2, and now it's, I think, 5. Sometimes you hear 7. Of course, one person died. She was shot by Capitol Police. The Fine People hoax. That's lie number 16. She continues that. Disproven, dispelled, shown as a lie by her closest allies in the media. But it just doesn't matter to her. She doesn't care. She just keeps saying it. And the bloodbath. The bloodbath. If Trump said if he's not elected, there will be a bloodbath. Apparently he was threatening the entire American population with that. No. He was talking about the auto industry. We all know it. He was talking about the bloodbath if we don't curb China and their influence in our trade. And what would happen to the auto industry? It would be a bloodbath. His NATO comments were lied about. The fact that autocrats all over the planet prefer him to her, a lie. The combat zones. There is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war around the world for the first time in the century. Not true, of course. We have troops in Syria and Iraq routinely attacked by Iran-backed militias. 3 soldiers were killed in Jordan earlier this year. Lie 21, blaming Trump for Biden's botched Afghanistan withdrawal. That is outrageous. I mean, I don't even know how you make that claim, but they do. Gun confiscation. She claims she doesn't support mandatory gun confiscation. That's false. She openly supported it when she ran last time. She lied about Trump's foreign policy record. She lied about her wish to defund the police. She expressed support for reimagining policing and redirecting resources. Huh. What does that mean? Wait, you're going to redirect funding for the police, but you're not saying you're going to defund the police. I see. And then the IVF situation. Trump openly supports IVF and even promised he would make taxpayers fund it. I mean, that's not a policy I'm crazy about, but it's a clear lie again. So, not a single fact check in 25 provable lies that she told.